Welcome back. The opioid crisis in America. The Trump administration announcing $1.8 billion in funding to expand treatment and prevention efforts in order to prevent further opioid misuse, overdose, and death. This as large pharmaceutical and health companies like Walgreens, Purdue Pharma, and Johnson & Johnson face legal consequences. Joining me right now is Johnson & Johnson CFO Joseph Wolk. And it's great to have you this morning, Joseph. Thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me, Maria.
Yeah, and you, of course, coming off of this news about the Judge Balkin's ruling 2 months before the federal opioid trial to begin in Cleveland. Your reaction first to the ruling coming out of Judge Balkin's?
Yeah, unfortunately, Maria, the facts don't align with the judge's conclusion. Johnson & Johnson did not cause this opioid crisis. If you think about what the state had the opportunity to present over 4 weeks of presenting their case, they were unable to find a victim that was impacted by a Johnson & Johnson product. They were unable to bring a physician who said they were misled by Johnson & Johnson sales materials or a sales representative. So we feel very good about our grounds for appeal here, and we will continue to fight this.
And yet, I mean, even with the ruling, it was a lot smaller than anybody thought. I mean, they were looking for $17 billion. Your stock and other pharma company stocks actually went up after the ruling. So it had to be good news in terms of what happened.
Yeah, we don't view it as good news. Unfortunately, it was an overreach of justice, as we feel. Again, Johnson & Johnson products, Durgesic, Nucynta, was less than 1% of the overall market share in Oklahoma. We acted responsibly, and again, we think we've got very strong grounds for appeal. So anything more than zero was, we believe, an unjust result.
What happens now in terms of the next set of lawsuits? We are now looking at Ohio for the federal lawsuit. How do you prepare for that?
Yeah, it's really the same defense. So we realize that the opioid crisis in America is something that needs to be addressed. We saw some funding from the administration yesterday to address that. We think that's a great step in a solution to stop illicit drugs coming into the country. But it's a multifactorial problem that's going to require, quite frankly, a public health solution. So it's going to require physicians, patient advocacy groups, manufacturers, as well as federal legislators to make sure that we address those people who are most in need from this crisis.
So what does J&J do then? Because this federal multi-district litigation now on the horizon, it will begin in Ohio on October 21, including more than 1,500 cases, 85% of total cases versus J&J against 20-plus defendants in total. What do you do to make the public understand that, you know, it's not all Johnson & Johnson, which is, of course, what the Ohio case tried to convince?
Sure. We keep coming back to the facts, Maria. Again, less than 1% market share, not just for Oklahoma, but for across the country related to Johnson & Johnson products. We acted responsibly. Our drugs were a transdermal patch and a non-crushable tablet. And again, had the lowest rates of abuse within this category. Let's not make light of the situation of pain relief in America. Pain management is critical to millions of Americans just to conduct their daily lives. And so we've got to make sure we don't throw out good products that unfortunately have an adverse effect to a small number.
It's a good point. Tell me where the growth is at J&J now. What are you looking for in terms of the pipeline to drive business?
Yeah, so we're very excited across all three segments of our business. If you look at our pharmaceutical unit, you could argue that it's been the best segment or best business within the industry over the last decade. We have better than 4 or 5% growth this year despite significant biosimilar generic headwinds. We have a solution to not just treat multiple myeloma, but to actually cure multiple myeloma.
Wow.
We're on the cutting edge of an Ebola vaccine as well as an HIV vaccine. People don't realize that there's still 1 million new diagnosed cases every year of HIV, and we think we could have a vaccine that actually eradicates the disease.
That's some pipeline.
In medical devices, we're excited about digital surgery.
Digital surgery.
Yeah.
I want to hear more about that. Joseph, it's great to have you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Maria.
Joseph Wolk is the CFO of Johnson & Johnson, and we'll be right back.